Good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's live show. In tonight's live show, we are going to talk about Mikel Arteta. You know, why this coming season is a huge season for him. I mean, let's get it right. I mean, Arsenal bought in Hector Gokares, and they've made a couple signings as well with this new sporting director. Big up to every single one of you who's lying and locked in already this evening. Much appreciated. Now, you are new to my YouTube channel. Why not consider hitting the subscribe button, as I upload plenty of Manchester United content on here. Upload F1 content as well. And please make sure you are subscribing to my Mr. Joshy J football channel, as the EFL season is back underway. So I'll be posting a lot of content on my football channel once again. And Chippenham Town season starts next weekend in the National League South. So I'll be posting about them once again. Big up to every single one of you. So Mikel Arteta. Now, when it comes to Arsenal fans, you know, a lot of Arsenal supporters do seem to like Mikel Arteta more than the football club, which I don't know why. It's kind of weird, isn't it? But they think, oh, because he's got loads of tubs of gel in his hair, and they have a captain as well who does this, like hair flakes. Martin Odegaard. I mean, to me, Martin Odegaard is not Arsenal captain standards, is he really? So I can see why a lot of Arsenal fans get really annoyed with him. Yes, I've got the virtual background again tonight because obviously I'm on my brand new PC here at my family's house. So having a virtual background on this PC, it does not slow it down. It started to slow down my PC at home for some reason. I need to look into it on my Lenovo PC, but on my HP PC, it performs absolutely brilliantly, the StreamYard with this virtual background. So with my PC at home, it makes it so laggy, which is frustrating because it's actually a really nice PC. But yeah, let's wait and see what happens with that. But Mikel Arteta, to me, there are no more excuses this coming season. It's like he has to win something, win like a Carabao Cup or an FA Cup, because they've got Fixer Gokares now. So they spent all that money. Now, is he going to deliver? I mean, he used to play for Coventry, I think it was, in the Championship. And he was decent in the Championship, but we've seen so many players come to the Premier League and they've been absolute flops. So, excuse me, there's no guarantees that Victor Gokares will make Arsenal any better. And to me, you know, Mikel Arteta, he bottled at least 2 league titles where the first season he bottled it, and they were 8 points ahead, and they should have got over the line that season. But again, this is a problem with Mikel Arteta. He is tactically naive, isn't he? You know, he's too stubborn to change things. A bit like Ruben Amorim at Manchester United, you know, sticking with this 3 in the back system with wing backs and that. You know, he's too stubborn to change things. But we're unbeaten in the last 2 games in pre-season, Mr. Joshy J. So give him credit, Mr. Joshy J. Look, I only give Ruben Amorim credit if the system works. And as it's pre-season, you know, I'm not judging the performances properly. I only judge it properly for when we're underway in a couple of weeks' time against Arsenal, obviously. At Old Trafford, that is when I'll start assessing us properly. But yeah, these pre-season games, you can't read too much into them. Of course, Arsenal played a game in Hong Kong, didn't they? Their North London rivals, Tottenham Hotspur, or North London together, you know, like a Lockhart and that, because recently it's no longer feels like a rivalry, does it? Because don't forget, people, May the 14th, 2024 was such a dark day for football. I mean, let's get it right. I mean, Arsenal fans supporting Tottenham and Tottenham fans supporting Man City. I mean, what on earth is that all about? Seriously. I mean, I'll never forget that. And to me, it's one of the darkest days ever in football now because Tottenham and Arsenal is meant to be a rivalry, but instead it's like it's all kisses, love hearts, and that. It's ridiculous, absolutely pathetic. But I honestly believe Stan Kroenke and Josh Kroenke, if Mikel Arteta doesn't deliver, then to me, literally, I believe it could be game over. I think they may finally lose their patience with him because, they got a different sporting director now. And this new sporting director may not be a fan of Mikel Arteta. I mean, who knows? Now you know me on YouTube, I'm not one to really talk out rivals a lot. I mean, if I did, probably I'll be up to about 10,000 subscribers or something stupid like that. But I don't want to do it that way. As a YouTuber, I want to grow the channel the way I do. That's why I mainly talk about the football club I love. But on the odd occasion, I will talk about rivals. Not all the time, no, people, because, I'll get bored of it and feel like I'm copying and pasting all the other YouTubers. It's like all of a sudden, if I did transfer videos like twice a day, I don't want to become one of them YouTubers. I want to remain level authentic 100. That is what I aim to do on this YouTube channel. Yes, if I did transfer videos and that and other bits, like I said, I'll probably get up to 10k within a few months. But I'm not interested in that, people. What I'm interested in doing is just getting up to 1.5k and 2k. They're my next realistic aims. We just hit 1,300 this week. So, yeah, I'm growing my YouTube channel in the style I want to. But I do appreciate every single one of you who likes, comments, subscribes, shares. And when I go on other people's YouTube channels and that, I only go on other people's YouTube channels who I like roster stocks, because myself and roster stocks, we both hold the same standards of Manchester United, and I am getting roster stocks on this channel next week. So with King being on holiday, roster stocks has a bit of free time on his hands. So I can get him on this YouTube channel. So yeah, we'll both be landing the minerals on Manchester United and literally tearing the football club a new asshole, because myself and roster stocks, people, we don't hold back. Nor does Kai Talks United. No, he doesn't hold back. Nor does AN Sports either. He doesn't hold back. And until my football club gets it right, I will carry on holding them accountable, because my standards are high up to here. And if you have a look at them players in my virtual backgrounds, like Giggs, Beckham, Phil Neville, Scholes, Nicky Butt, Gary Neville, that was when we're cooking and landing the damn minerals, people. It's as simple as that. So Arsenal, to me, it's a big season for them coming up this coming season. It really is. To me, Mikel Arteta now, he is out of excuses. Seriously. If Arsenal do not deliver with like Victor Gyökeres and that, and Arsenal are nowhere come September time, then Mikel Arteta should be sacked right on the spot. Let's have it right here, people, yeah? That's absolutely getting the narrative right. But you're a Man United fan, Mr. Joshy J. You shouldn't really be talking about Arsenal, Mr. Joshy J. Get out here, man. At the end of the day, I'm a football fan, and I see myself when it comes to rivals and other teams. I always give myself a fair assessment, because I'm only giving my personal opinion. Look, what Arsenal decide to do, Mikel Arteta, it's really none of my business, is it? I'm just giving my thoughts and opinions on this situation. But it's absolutely insane, people. Like I said, how many Arsenal fans actually prefer the manager more than their own football club? I mean, make it make sense, people. But this sums up modern football in a nutshell. It really does. I mean, let's get it right here. I mean, modern football is absolutely in the bin. It's because of Twitter and all these fan bases what get infested with all the PR bollocks. It doesn't matter if it's like Manchester United, Arsenal, Tottenham, all the big teams. There's always going to be PR because, the PR brings in the pounds note, doesn't it? But PR and PSR, get in the bin, yeah. Absolutely get in the bin. I absolutely cannot stand PR and PSR. So I call it out on this YouTube channel. This is what we do here on the Mr. Joshy J YouTube channel. We don't hide behind the fence about it. We just flat out say it how it is, people. And that is what you're always going to get with Mr. Joshy J. Look, I'm not sponsored by anyone. I am a full independent channel, just a 32-year-old YouTuber who turns 33 on October the 19th, just giving my thoughts and opinions on the football club I love. It's like, if you like me being this way, then great. If not, then press the back button and go watch other YouTubers, yeah? Other YouTubers who literally like to copy and paste each other. Because a lot of YouTubers who are sponsored and that like to copy and paste each other. Where if me, right, if I was offered a sponsorship deal, I would only accept the sponsorship deal if I had a conversation with the sponsors that I could carry on doing my own stuff on my YouTube channel. And if they wanted me to review items, I would, I'll be more than open to doing that. But if they said, no, you won't be able to do that, fuck off, because you would never tell Mr. Joshy J what to do on his YouTube channel. It's not happening, people. Never ever tell Mr. Joshy J what to do, because I am a YouTuber who is authentic and that. So you can come up with your thoughts and opinions and that, but you're trying to boss me around and that, you're out here fast or say, but, bosh. That is how brutal we are on the Mr. Joshy J YouTube channel. And do I make any apologies for it? Do I? Like, not one bit do I make any apologies for it, people. Because this is just me, Mr. Joshy J, a Manchester United fan for 25 plus years, has absolutely had enough how the standards is on the floor. To me, it's not right. As Rosterstock says on his YouTube channel, he wants to remain authentic and carry on holding the football club accountable. A.N. Swords, a Kevin, who I watch a lot as well. He's another YouTuber who likes to hold Manchester United accountable, rightly so, because you should not give the football club a free pass. It's like if they done wrong, call them out, hold the football club accountable, because that's what I do. I hold my football club accountable, people, because I care about my football club, yeah? I was born before the days of social media, and we didn't have any this trust the process or any of that nonsense back in the day. No. And it's only fan base at Arsenal who say, oh, trust the process. Oh, you're negative. Oh, you're toxic. This and that. It's like, get on here, man. Seriously, the state of football these days is an absolute joke. I love football, but it's becoming a bit of a laughing stock at times. I'm not going to lie. But, yep, that's enough rambling from me. Let's get to what you guys are saying in the live chat, shall we? That's the wrong one. Here we go. Day night sorting, big up, mate. I don't see Arsenal winning the Premier League title next season because Arteta is not elite to get them over the line. And if he does not win anything next season, he should be sacked. I agree with you 100%. Arsenal fans keep trusting the process and winning nothing basics. A Lego head Arteta. Yeah, very true, Dynamite sorting. Gokra is going to flop at Arsenal and he can enjoy his retirement, not winning any European trophies. Yeah, pretty much. Good evening, guys. Bash. Good evening to you, Michael. Big up to you, mate. Good evening. Why are Arsenal fans getting hyped about Gokras? They think he will get 30 goals next season. I don't think he'll get 30 at all. I think if he gets up to 20, then I say that's decent. But could be 15, 20. Who knows? Who knows? Game and Go. Bash. Big up to you, Game and Go. Hi, Joshy. Just hoping to say have a good stream and a good day. I'm having to stay over tonight, so can't watch your stream. Hopefully next time. Have a good day. Bye. Have fun, mate. Yeah, enjoy your sleepover. Mikel talks football still back in Arteta, and that brown envelope thinks Arsenal going to win the league. Yep. Michael Chelsea FC. Good meeting, Rotter Socks and King. He's a Chelsea fan, mate. So you are following his YouTube channel. Yeah, he does a bit of Chelsea content because he's a Chelsea fan, that King. So yeah, last night they seem all right, guys. He does support. Is a gainer. No, he's a Chelsea fan, mate. He's from your fan base, mate. Mr. Joshy J landing the bloody minerals as ever. Bash. Love that, Michael. Thanks, mate. Absolutely love that. CM Punk. Bash. Big up to you, mate. Good evening. Cristiano Ronaldo and Jorge Jesus want Bruno Fernandes to join Al Nassr. Will it be possible? And how can United pull? I mean, look, there was rumours that he was going to go to Saudi Arabia, Bruno Fernandes, but it never happened because he chose to stay at Manchester United. What happened if Manscaped sponsors you on your video, Mr. Joshy J? Not interested. Not fucking interested one bit in that sponsor. Look, people who earn their living, yeah? If they need to earn their living, I have nothing against it, I have no agendas whatsoever. But that sort of sponsors, nah, not for me whatsoever. Sesko to Manchester would be epic. I mean, some people are even nicknaming him Tesco because if you take out the S and put in the T and take out the K and put in the C, it'd be Tesco, won't it? Big up, Josh, mate. You okay, mate? Bash. Big up to Adam Partridge. Good evening, mate. Thank you for joining me this evening, mate. Much appreciated. Big up to you as always, Another Manchester United fan who says it how it is. Just brilliant, honestly. But roster stocks, like I said, is King is going on holiday. He's got a bit of free time on his hands. So, yeah, he is coming on my YouTube channel somewhere next week. I cannot wait. Good evening. Yeah, big up to you, CM Punk. I see, Josh, it will depend what stance as on our ownership. I'll give the guy a chance, and I'm an adult, unlike some of our fan base. Yeah, definitely give him a chance, mate. He is definitely, he's got his concerns about the ownership still, 100%. So, yeah, that's news you want to hear, isn't it? That you got a fan who is still worried about that ownership, like you are, Geezer, aren't you? You still got your concerns about the ownership. 4:24 a.m. at clock in Bangladesh. What is Manscaped? Basically, they do like razor blade products, shaving products. totally disappointed that Minerals has changed. He's gone someone else now. I mean, what is it, geezer? Seriously, with Team Eunice all the way, Eunice is a real ultra. I've been watching Eunice grow for 10 years now. I got a lot of time and day for the guy. I really have. He's such a good guy, and he's never said anything bad about Johnny, has he? But yeah, it seems to be that Minerals seems to be the one who seems to be having problems with so many different Chelsea supporters right now, which I'm struggling to wrap my head around it. But there you go. It is what it is. Where do you see Arsenal will finish next season? I don't think they'll be in the title race. I think they'll be in a top 4 race, to be honest. I'm waiting for morning. Eunice back in England. Yes, he is. I'm not getting over top with Man United to win 4-1 and start the first game of the season. Josh Ray, absolutely, Adam. Facts, absolute facts. Even if we win this summer series on Sunday, I'm not getting carried away about it, Adam Partridge, because what's the point in getting carried away in a pre-season tour? I mean, let's get it right here, mate. Yeah, ridiculous. Any fans who celebrate that, then I'm sorry, you have absolutely no standards whatsoever. Because I won't be celebrating it. I only win major trophies. I only celebrate winning major trophies, not like these Soccer Aid trophies. Look, no disrespect to Soccer Aid, okay? That football match they do once a year, they do brilliant work for charity. So no disrespect to them at all. I actually respect that a lot, Soccer Age, because they do raise a lot of money. But winning that summer series would be like winning the Community Shield. I mean, let's get it right. Which signing will flop? Florian Wirtz or Gokares? Difficult to say at the moment, isn't it? But probably I would have to say Florian. That's just my prediction. Who is Eunice? A Chelsea content creator on YouTube. It's not a proper trophy at all, pre-season and 10 points. No, it's not. It's not daylight sorting. Like, I've been agreeing with what you're saying in my comments section, 100% agreeing with you, daylight sorting. You're talking absolute facts, mate. Literally real talk, yeah? You're talking facts. Which fair play to you, yeah? Kurt Thompson, Man City fan. Bosh, big up to you, mate. Good evening. Thank you for joining me this evening, mate. Unpopular opinion, Gokares will flop at Arsenal because Arteta will ruin him. Could well do. Big up to you, mate. Good evening, by the way. Thank you for joining me this evening, mate. Much appreciated. What is your opinion on Diego Delay? Will he able to play good football? I mean, I've not always been his biggest fan. He does have some good games sometimes, but he's a bit inconsistent, He goes a bit hot and cold, I think, Diego Delay, but yeah, he's okay. Gokares isn't Haaland. Absolutely not, Kurt. That is facts, mate. Big up Johnny. Don't know what they keep doing it to Johnny for, but I'm a fan of Johnny. Josh 8. Yeah, look, at the end of the day, it's like I don't have any agendas against these YouTubers at all, but I think it's a shame what is happening between Eunice and the Minerals. I really do. 1, 2, 3, high standards, Josh, mate. High standards. Pre-season is getting your players match fitness and sharpness. Results does not matter for me. Facts. Facts sound like sorting. Cherik, Supermendi, Gokres, Hertz, Ekatage, some new Prem player. Yeah. At CM Punk, Eunice is a Chelsea. He's been doing YouTube for a long time, from about 12 years, a bit like Josh. Yeah. People got to remember Arteta didn't want Gokres, so he would still play Kai Havertz. It seems to be this new sporting director who wanted Gokres, because Arsenal now got a new sporting director, haven't they? They don't have Edu anymore because he went to Nottingham Forest, I think. So, yeah, they brought in another sporting director, and it looks like he's trying to make some signings. But what I don't understand with Arsenal is why they not been signing the forwards recently. If they had more clinical forwards, then they probably would have got over the line a couple of seasons ago and won the Premier League. Big up. This is why I don't get Mikel Arteta's management. Donnarumma to Man United. Will it be possible? Get Onana out. Yeah, get Onana out. Absolutely. Useless, mate. Eunice will out with Johnny. I mean, Eunice does not have a problem with Johnny. It seems to be the other way round at Day Night Sorting. But, Johnny is not the first person he's falling out with. Eunice is not the first person Johnny's fallen out with. He's fallen out with a few people Johnny has. Big up Adam and big up to the Michaels and everyone's in the chat. Absolutely. You're talking about the Arsenal Spurs game yesterday, right? Not really, Adam Dar. I've been talking about Mikel Arteta mainly because this is what this stream is about, mate. Man called Gokres. Gay CM Punk. Arsenal never win the league under Arteta because he's too tactically naive. That's why. Let's be honest, Arsenal made a great squad. They can win everything. Not with this manager, though. I'm happy seeing James Trafford back so Newcastle can hold that. That is good news for your club, mate. That really is. I've been telling Arsenal fans you will not win the league with Havertz up front. I only know Dr. Eunice. Because that was last game, and what he holds on the performance of Arsenal, it's a friendly. I didn't watch the game, but judging by what I'm hearing and others, they're saying that was a worrying display by Arsenal. They weren't happy with their setup and that. And obviously, when it comes to Arsenal and that, Lee Gunner, he is not a fan of Arteta at all. He keeps saying the day when this manager leaves the football club, it will be the best day ever, which I have to respect Lee Gunner for that. He has not once gone back on saying Arteta out. He has always been Arteta out. He never wanted him in the first place because he knows deep down, Lee Gunner, that Arteta is just not the right man for Arsenal. It's as simple as that. And me watching as a neutral, I know for sure he's not the right man for the job because he makes too many naive mistakes and he's only got himself to blame, hasn't he? Broadjet gone to Burnley on a permanent deal. Paul Laha to TT. Is it good deal? He's all about England manager Thomas Tuchel. Gokres, he played just like 20 minutes. Apparently Arsenal was playing sideways football against Tottenham. What is dead football? Yeah, what I like to call pragmatic football as well. Me, I'm not a fan of pragmatic football at all. I much rather play high-flowing football. Gokeres is good, but he's not Haaland. He will score a decent goal. What's up, Josh? How's it going? Bosh! Big up to you, Connor Rains. Big up to you, mate. Good evening. Thank you for joining me this evening, mate. How are you doing? I'm very well, thank you. How have you been recently, mate? Been a while since I've seen you in here now. Yeah, I hope life's treating you good. Top Reds will say other teams will want Arteta. Yep. Arsenal need an elite manager. That's why I don't Arteta winning major trophies. João Paulino to Tottenham is a good deal. Sorry for too much shortcut. Nah, no worries. No worries. Tottenham and Arsenal, the rivals, they do not like each other, but this ceremony was held in Hong Kong for money. Thanks, Adam Dar. All about the pounds note, mate. Michael Chelsea FC League Gunner is in 5% minority, whilst AFTV are in 95% minority. Wasn't League Gunner mates with DT in the past? Heard about DT, pure running Josh. I mean, they were mates, but, you know, as soon as he started chatting shit and that, throwing Lee Gunner under the bus, Lee Gunner's like, fuck off. I seen some Arsenal fans, there was in the Arsenal tops, I said to them, you're going to win the league this season. They said, I don't know if we will, mate. I don't think they will, Adam Partridge. You know, I don't think their team is good enough. And Mikel Arteta, you know, he's too tactically naive at the end of the day. DT's a scumbag, what he did. Yeah, wild. Good to hear, Josh. I'm good. Looking like we're getting Isak now. Sesko has apparently agreed terms with Newcastle time, turned down Man United after chat with Klopp. I mean, Manchester United, look, we signed Cunha and Brian Mbeumo, but we're yet to see Brian Mbeumo make his debut, which I'm keen to see Brian Mbeumo make his debut. I'm not going to lie. Big up everyone in the chat. Absolutely, Adam Dar. Christian, the Arsenal fan, said Liverpool will finish fourth this season. Nah, get out here, man. To me, as a Manchester United fan, I have to say Liverpool are title favourites, 100%. I mean, they get Isak, forget it. The league is done, in my personal opinion. You may as well hand them that 21st league title now, I say. I think they're going to take some stopping. I think Man City are going to be there and abouts, to be honest. You see all fans when you're out and about, don't you, Josh? Like, you do, Adam Partridge, 100%. I mean, growing up, Adam, all I saw was Manchester United shirts and Arsenal shirts. Then, obviously, you saw a few Chelsea shirts, and then out of nowhere, when Man City started winning trophies with their ownership, you saw Manchester City shirts appear. And I think Manchester United have a world-class defence. They let Mascherari, Maguire, Euro, Dalla, all are good. Yep. I thought DT had a nasty streak. Wasn't it surprising? I heard about it. I can always spot the wrong ones in the world. Yep. Manchester City not won EPL. Will not win EPL in the next 3 years. I mean, that's a bit bold. I think they'll win it maybe in the next couple of years or something. But, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think they will push Liverpool this coming season. But I'm not sure if they're going to be ready to fully challenge them just yet. But we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. Don't rule them out, because if Pep can get Man City playing good football, Man City can play some really decent football. They really can, you know. As a neutral, you know, I'm a Manchester United fan. I had to say, when they were winning like 4 titles in a row, I really respect their brand of football. I disagree, CM Punk. Absolutely. Holds at Liverpool. Got bids rejected for Isak. Yeah, but I doubt they'll give up yet, day out sorting. City will win it next season. It's funny when people write off City. I mean, anyone who writes Man City off is an idiot. That's all I can say. Do not write them off. I mean, I think you'll give Liverpool a good go, but I do still feel you may fall a bit short. But we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. It's going to be interesting, nevertheless, isn't it? Conor Reigns going to be an interesting season. I'm confident Liverpool will win the league again, but it's a completely different side in terms of shape and faces. Yeah, facts, because last season you pretty much still had the same team, didn't you? Because you only made one signing last season. It was that Chisa or Chise, whatever his name is. Sorry if I pronounce that wrong, mate, but yeah, you literally won that team with Jurgen Klopp's players, but Army Slots, I have to say, he improved Liverpool as a team last season. So, and to win the Premier League in your first season is absolutely marvellous, I say. I heard this when Company, Aguero, David Silva, Yara all left City. City won't win the league again. I mean, just naive, isn't it? I just feel like this last season, Pep, and this time is up for them. I think Arsenal, Paul will win, but City will not far away. They'll give a good fight. Could well. I think City will finish second next season. Yeah, I think so too. We're a lot more controlled under Slot. Klopp's football was so chaotic. I think Conor Reigns, when I was watching you guys under Jurgen Klopp, I think some of the players burnt out, like the season before in that, whereas a 3-horse race of the title, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, where Klopp was playing his high pressing football, in the end, your team just burnt out and you simply did not have the squad depth, to keep up with Man City and Arsenal, because that season you literally dropped off a cliff, the last 5 or 6 games. Liverpool first, second. I think second was City, hopefully a trophy. I think you have to win something this season, 100%, because last season was absolutely unacceptable by your club standards. I mean, you have to agree with me on that. I'm a Manchester United fan, and like I said, I'm not one to really talk about rivals a lot, but to me, you not winning a trophy last season was not sustainable. Why did Klopp left Liverpool for? He just had enough, I think he wanted a break from football, which, fair play, because being a manager, it can literally take a toll on you. When do you think Pep will leave City? I've heard rumours it's going to be in 2027, end of the 2027 season. CM Punk slots will Liverpool manager. Liverpool will not do the knockout stage, but they'll play like big gun in the league. Post Arteta era will be dangerous under this squad. I mean, who knows? But to me, Arsenal, I don't know. With Mikel Arteta, to me, they will not win the league with him because he makes too many mistakes with his tactics and that. He's too naive. He's stubborn. That's what I say about Mikel Arteta. But yeah, it's crazy, isn't it, people? But yeah, I thought this be a good stream to do, you know. Like, when it comes to rivals, like, I like to banter rivals. Of course I do, because at the end of the day, I'm a Manchester United fan. But, you know, I don't have any agendas at the end of the day. You know, I don't like to chat shit. When I'm a football fan, I like to get a fair assessment, like I'm a neutral in that. Because I believe chatting shit, then you're in it for the pounds notes, aren't you? But you remain honest and authentic, you know. I think rival fans would respect your opinions. But if you turned into like a Henry Talks Football, he said, "Oh, Arsenal cooking. Oh, Arsenal dangerous. Oh, Arsenal favourites of the title." I mean, then they're going to send you a brown envelope and then they won't respect you. They'll keep on roasting you and calling you out. But if you're authentic in that, I think you'll get the respect you deserve at the end of the day. My personal opinion. Anyway, oh, congratulations, Vigilante. You got the membership. Of course, I've met Vigilante. He has been on Rotterstock's channel. He is an Arsenal fan. Big up Vigilante. Congratulations on the membership, mate. Who would be a good replacement for Pep at City? Difficult to say, but I think they've got a replacement lined up already. Michael Chelsea FC, Man City are the favourites in the league. Too many quality players in their side. Haaland, Cherik, Guardiola, Goodwin, Kovacic, Foden, Sanyo, Doku, etc. Other clubs haven't got that resource. I mean, yeah, obviously last season they just did not have the squad depth, did they? Because they didn't replace Kevin De Bruyne. Then Rodri got injured, so yeah, really hampered them last season. So that's why they weren't able to compete with Liverpool last season. Kurt Thompson, well, City don't win anything this season. Don't be surprised if Pep got sacked because that's 2 years without a trophy. That'd be unacceptable for your football club standards. Imagine that going 2 years without a trophy. Wow. Connor Rains, I'm not convinced if Arsenal Gokares is unproven in the top league and is a risk to put all the responsibility on him. Time will tell, and I'm happy to be proven wrong. Absolutely. Good to one Lincoln, but I do hear it. Just a reminder, people, on here we are a Premier League channel because I used to talk about loads of other Premier League teams on my football channel, but we're moving to talk about Premier League teams over to here because my Mr. Joshy J football channel, my second channel, which you can find in the descriptions this video, on there we do EFL content and non-league content. So it's EFL and non-league channel now, where on here I'm mainly going to do Manchester United, but we are going to be talking about other Premier League teams on here. So if you are a fan of any Premier League clubs, then do subscribe to this channel because I will be talking about your clubs at times on here. Because this is your new home for Premier League live watch-alongs this coming season and any Premier League streams. Henry Talks Football needs to shut his mouth. That's why I unsubscribe to him. He chats absolute shite. Terry Talks Arsenal, who might be a Man United fan, always done licking Arsenal. Running, mate. Before he was in it for the pound note and that, I used to love the football Terrence and that. I loved his channel, but I unsubscribed to it because he's talking about Arsenal more than Manchester United. Pisses me off, man, when he's YouTubers change. It's like, gown here, man. Seriously. But like I said, this is no agenda on these YouTubers. They're doing these things for a living, so fair play to them, yeah? If it's making you money, fair play. But never drag me on Snatch Train, please. Not interested. I wouldn't write Chelsea off either. Got really good side. João Pedro is very smart signing. And they are world champions as well, Connor Reigns. Hopefully, City next manager isn't Company. As much as Company is a legend to your football club, I think he would be out his depth, mate, at your football club. To me, that being the wrong move to do. I mean, we tried it at Manchester United, with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Look, he got to a lot of semi-finals and a couple of finals, but couldn't quite get over the line, could he? He did well to finish second in one season, but under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Manchester United, it's like jobs to the boys FC. Oh, we're mates rates FC. Come to Manchester United. We're a nice, friendly environment. Get out here, man. Even though I liked Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's football, it was exciting. That's one thing I would say. We were playing exciting football under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Under the bald-ruled Erik ten Hag, we were pragmatic. And under Ruben Amorim, so far, we've been pragmatic. So I have to say, Solskjaer's football was exciting, but in the end, he had to go because we were too nice as a football club. But I absolutely loved Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He cared about that Manchester United badge when he was manager. Newcastle should fix their issue. They should do well in the UCL and give title fight. City really needs backup for Rodri. What happens if he gets injured again? Yeah, and last season, Kevin De Bruyne obviously was tired, wasn't he? His energy was gone. Man City don't do PR like Arsenal. That's one thing I have to respect about your football club, Kurt. I respect football clubs who don't do PR. That's the right way to go about it. PR is absolutely killing football. I wish my football club didn't do PR, but we do a lot of PR these days, and I hate it. I really do. This is why I'm always having a rant about it. It's like, fuck off. Seriously, get in the bin, PR and PSR, yeah? Cherrick will cook, trust me, 40 million is a bargain. In today's market, geezer, yes, it is. I mean, over a decade ago, you could argue and say that is quite expensive, but in today's market, 40 million is nothing, geezer, is it? They are sorting. We have backup for Rodri, Nico Gonzalez. Is he come through your youth academy or something, or did you sign him last season? Liverpool favourites for the Premier League title next season. I think so too. But my geezer, Michael.Chelsea FC, thinks Man City are favourites. So we'll wait and see, people. We'll wait and see. It's going to be really difficult when they don't have the right pieces generally. Yeah. Oh, Bosh! Big up to you, Mob. Big up, Mr. Josh J. I'll give you $2,000 if you talk good about Arsenal. Your request has been politely declined, mate. Not interested one bit. But yeah, I know you're just trolling with me, mate. Big up to you, Mob. Can't stand that Mark Goldbridge. And really is not in Forest fan. Yep. I don't know, sorting, no chance, 8. Luis Diaz got sold to Bayern. Big mistake, in my opinion. Well, that might hurt them, geezer. Yeah. Company isn't a good manager. Look, I know he won the title by Munich last season, but come on. Who's really going to compete with Bayern Munich? I know Bayer Leverkusen the season before did very well to win the Bundesliga, because Bayern Munich were a bit off it. But realistically, these days, come on, who is going to compete with Bayern Munich? Michael, what happens if Liverpool get Isak? Then, to me, I think if they get Isak, I just cannot see how they'll be stopped. City really needs a backup for Haaland. Connor Rains, we could go into next season with Isak, Ekatike, Sosai, Salah with the least amount of bias as possible. That front's is unfair. I don't like Sporting. They haven't got the money. They blew it all on Hurts, mate. Nunes and Chisa ain't going anywhere. No offers for either player right now. That's a good point, actually. Yeah. I mean, Darwin Nunes, yes, he tries hard for Liverpool, but he's not quite Liverpool's standards, is he? He's not delivered. Adam Partridge, PR and PSR in the bin, just right. Fags, absolute fags. Gets in the bin, PR and PSR. Where you belong. Al the hell have bids and Nunes tonight, Michael, mate. Oh, have they? Is that right, Connor Rains? Kurt Thompson, Man City fan. Ekateke can play left wing and Isak up front for Liverpool if they get him. Connor Rains depends on Mitrovic, given he plays for them. Alexander Mitrovic. Big up Yeti, Josh, mate. Absolutely. Big up to Yeti. Kurt Thompson, Man City fan. Nico Gonzalez, City signing from Porto in January. He's 8 and a 6. I thought you might have done, but at the same time, I was questioning where he came from your academy. But cheers, mate. Thanks for that information. Yeah, what you said. That Liverpool new home kit reminds me of the 11-12 season. I have to say, well done to Liverpool. They have produced one heck of a home kit there. I mean, I couldn't get over how good that looks. I mean, for a Manchester United fan to be saying that, Liverpool were done really well on that home kit. Fair play. Kurt Thompson, Man City fan, Goldfish a Forest fan. There's even a picture of him on Twitter in the Forest tracking mate and everything. Yeah, there is. There is my geezer. Liverpool were still 200, 300 million under PSR. That's before anyone else is sold. We've agreed a 15 million deal with Leon for Tyler Morton with a year left on his deal too. What position does he play, Connor Rains? In a real quick, as we approach the 1 hour mark, will you be doing a live stream tomorrow or no? Possibly. But Sunday I'll be live for the United and Everton game, our final game, the PR tour. But why are you doing pre-season? Because I can, okay? I'm a Manchester United channel at the end of the day. Even though I'm not really a big fan of pre-season, I'm doing the games because I know it's what my community enjoys. The silent transfer rumour I heard this summer was Darwin Nunes, Boca Juniors. That is never going to happen in a million years. Nah, get out here, man. Never. You're thinking of Nico O'Reilly, who come through our academy team. I think he's got potential, yeah. Really do. What's your thoughts on him, mate? Because, you're a Man City fan. Do you rate him? Tomorrow is a Copa America women's final between Colombia and Brazil at 10 p.m. So I want to do that in case if you have to stream. If not, feel free to hop on my stream if you have time. Tyler Morton is a central midfield, came through our academy, but we never gave him a chance. Decent ball possession, but probably a championship level player. So surprised we got 15 million for him. Yeah, that, I mean, for a player who's hardly played, and that brilliant, I say, that is a top result for your club. I'll do it on my Brazilian channel. Good idea, Adendar. That's a great idea, mate. And I have done a YouTube Shorts match reaction on Luton Town against AFC Wimbledon over on my second channel, because like I said, that is an EFL channel, and I watched that game tonight. I have to say, Luton Town, I thought, were the better team, but that game was really lacking in quality. And AFC Wimbledon were very unlucky to score that own goal. If they didn't score that own goal, probably would have ended 0-0, I think. So, yeah, just a bit unfortunate. Well, maybe. Along maybe Mr. Raw versus Glasgow game as well. I believe on Sunday, guess what? The Corinthians, I think they play around the same time as well. And they take on Fortaleza. Yeah, I mean, the Corinthians, yeah, not having the best time at the moment. They won in the week, but they got to play second leg yet. So, yeah, they're not through yet, the Corinthians, not one bit. But big ups to every single one of you. ESPN Brazil are now saying Rodrigo from Real Madrid has agreed to join their pool. I think it'd be stupid to sign both him and Isak. We don't need to open. I would rather Isak as he's Prem proven. Yeah, absolutely. Second leg is on Wednesday or Thursday, actually. Thursday. I'll be looking out for that. I said Thursday. I'm probably going to be on Rosterstock's channel because it looks like I'm going to be joining that show on a regular basis now on Rosterstock's channel on a Thursday. So, yeah. And Rosterstock's is coming on my channel next week. So, yeah, we're both going to absolutely land some emeralds on Manchester United. I cannot wait for that. Or technically, maybe Friday morning, heading to you. Yeah. But yeah, I'm on Thursdays now here in the UK. Like about 11 p.m. time, I'm on with Rotterdam's African King and AK as well. And sometimes Vigilante joins in as well. So, yeah. Who will I be redirecting to? Yeah, I'll just have a look. See who is lying. Who is lying who I like? So, like, shall we? Who's lying, people? And oh, gown here, man. Pressed on the wrong one. There we go. Redirects. Who's lying? Football Carnage is lying. Albie's lying. Flawless. Sarcasm Football TV. Football Carnage. Let's go with that one. Yes. At Corinth, they talk a lot of tripe on ESPN, apart from Frank Laporte. He says it as it is. For me, Rodrigo is just angling for far better contracts at Real Madrid. He's not leaving, bro. Saw it. No, yeah, they're running the Chaos Show. Yep. Anyway, make sure. He is an Arsenal fan, mate. I met him on Rotterstock's channel. Yeah, sometimes he's on that show on a Thursday night, what we do. But Geezer, Rotterstocks is coming on my channel next week. So, yeah, what I'm going to do is he's coming on my channel, but I said he can stream it on his channel as well, do a multi-stream. So, yeah, we're both doing the show together. I cannot wait for that because Kane is going on holiday. So I said, I invited Rotterstock saying, as you got a bit of free time on your hands, why not do a show together? And we'll both tear Manchester United a new asshole. We really do. Because we don't hold back, Rotterstocks and I. We really don't. So literally, we're going to be the dream team, people. Make sure you are subscribing to Rotterstocks, people. As like I said, it looks like every Thursday night now, I'm going to be a regular on this channel. So, yeah, looks like I've got that gig, people. So, and Rotterstocks, he is absolute real one. And we need to get him up to 1K, people. We really do. So, yeah, thank you all so much for watching. And don't forget, Glazers out, Ineos out, and brown envelopes in the bin as well. We're out of here, people. Bush.